I'm Toni with the Painted Roadrunner. So welcome to the crafting event. Thank you, Shelly, for having me. Tonight, I did not post ahead of time. To be honest, you guys, I've got so much going on this weekend. I've just kind of gone from just kind of flying by the seat of my pants, so to speak. But tonight, I'm going to jump right in. We're going to do a picture frame. Last night, we did the letter, the leopard and the zebra letter. And tonight we're going to make a picture frame. These are just, hey Becky, these are just Dollar Tree picture frames with the little thing that goes on the back to sit it. They're just $1 at Dollar Tree. Hi Sharon, and welcome you guys. And if you don't follow me, go over to the Painted Roadrunner sometime and check me out, the Painted Roadrunner. And so these are just $1. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pick one. But first of all, before I get started, I'm going to show you guys. Hi, Linda. Hi, Tracy. I'm going to show you a few things done with napkins. I have decoupaged many years ago. I'm 50, about to be 57. But recently, a couple of years ago, started in this whole napkin art thing. And so I really just love it. You can do anything with napkins. I mean, I love to paint, all things paint. We will paint tomorrow night. But I just kind of wanted to show you a few projects that I've done with napkins. I've done this on a chunky canvas. You can put bows or ribbon around here. You can paint the sides. I've even used, this is a napkin, you guys. It's a makeup bag and it's a napkin. We did this in our faith journaling group, and this is a napkin. This is acrylic paint, and it's just Mod Podge on. So it makes a really cute bag. I'm actually from Texas, Tracy. The Roadrunner comes from, it's a long story, but to make a short story, my brother was 24 years old when he passed away, and he was a rodeo clown. And his logo was the Roadrunner. And so when I was coming up with a name for my business, he was very artistic, could do everything. And I didn't learn until a couple of years ago that I could paint and draw. So to me, it just kind of, just goes together. I feel like that just incorporates him, because if he was here, I would want him to be part of my business and give me all things, you know, like I would want him to be involved. So he gets to be involved from heaven. So that's all good. So it's just a quick story how I got the, actually I went on my business, on my personal page and said I was going to start a paint party business and asked for suggestions, kind of like a drawing type thing, not drawing, but, to get everybody's ideas. And a friend of mine, a very close friend of mine, gave me 2 names, and they were both to do with the Roadrunner, and I chose them both, but I ended up going with the Painted Roadrunner, and I love it. It just is so us. We're a rodeo family, so anyway, I love telling that story. Not sad, but I love knowing that I'm surrounded, and right in front of me is my clock and a Roadrunner up on the wall. That the friend that gave me the idea for the business name, she gave me the turquoise Roadrunner. So when I look up to see what time it is and see if I'm still on track, I can see the Roadrunner and my clock, and that just makes me super happy. So let's get back to napkin art. This is napkin. The makeup bag is a napkin. And I used a napkin on this journal that I made, this art journal. I did this a while back. I just cut out the napkin. I put some favorite sayings on the front. It's just one of those black. This is a black mixed media book from Walmart. Just plain black. I painted it with acrylic paint, and then I put the napkin on here. I used a paint pen up here, and it just dressed it up. Not black anymore, not plain. It's just, and I love this with the black background, because you could do so many things with it being a black background. So I love that. That's a napkin. So I've got those. And then this is a napkin with the same frame that I just showed you that's plain, that we may use tonight, or today. Yeah, tonight. This is the same dollar tree. It's from a Dollar Tree. And this was my word for 2020. Little did I not know that I picked this in January and COVID shut the world down in March. So my word for the year was action. So I put these little letter tiles down here. And this is just a napkin, a gold paint pen, and the back of the paper that comes in the frame. So you don't just have to put a picture in there. You could put your favorite verse, your favorite saying, or a saying for mom. If you're going to make it for mom, you could just put your loved or any saying that is special to you. So that's a napkin on this frame. And this is not painted. This is just a plain wood frame. And on napkins, especially with a white background, whatever you paint behind it, it can get darker or lighter. So this is with no paint on it. So I'm just showing, if you're popping on, I'm just showing some things done with napkins. So you guys can, this is done with a board and letters, and this is all napkin behind the word thankful. So it's all behind here. And I know most of you probably know Tracy with the Little Blue House, Tracy Pounds. She's the one that got me addicted to napkins. So I don't go anywhere that I don't look at napkins a whole different way. This is two napkins really. It's the fence look or the barnwood look napkin with a flower napkin on top. So you can just make some really, really cute things with napkins. So if you guys missed the first part, you can go back and see what all I showed with the napkin. So I have these two frames from Dollar Tree that I was showing you guys. Yes, Tracy. So I love these, and you could put a picture in here. Like I said, you can turn the little heart around and just do a saying, paint this. You could do scrapbook paper. You could do, there's just so many things. And since I'm kind of doing a basket type situation, and I will post the basket after this is, you know, if we still have a chance to post in here, I'll show you guys. So the napkin I picked for today is the tulips. My mom loves tulips, and so I picked the tulip. So when you're doing napkin art, the most important thing is, of course, to get the plies. And I had already gotten this off. So it's important to get all the plies off, because the other day I was using napkins and I thought I had all the plies off. I got it all down, and it just kept lifting and lifting, because napkins are made to absorb. So it was absorbing the bottom layer, so the top layer was just peeling right off. So I kind of saved the project. I don't know how I did that, but I had already pre-taken this off. So I think what I may do is, which one would you guys like to see? Would you like to see the heart, or would you like to see the bottom one? Let me see. First one that replies, that's the one we're going to do. The heart or this scalloped one? Which one would you guys like to see? Come on. I know it's delayed a little bit, so the first one that I see that comments, we're going to go with that one. Do you guys want to see the heart, or do you want to see this one? We're going to pick. Is anybody? The bottom. Okay, we'll do the bottom. That's the first comment I saw. So thanks, Stephanie. So we will do this one. I love this one. $1 at Dollar Tree, you guys. Oh, thank you, Beth. I'm actually fixing to take that down and do a barnwood palette wall so I can hang my paintings, because a very dear friend of mine walked in my art room and was like, she looked around, she said, there's so many things in here. I wouldn't know by just skimming your business page what you do. I do love that piece. It will find a place in my home, but it will probably be somewhere else and not maybe my craft room. So anyway, I've already taken that bottom layer off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a real quick coat of white. I think I'm just going to do a really quick coat. It doesn't have to be perfect, because the napkin's going to be over it. But I'm just going to use some chalk some Waverly white chalk paint from Walmart. I'm just going to pour some of that. These are those little snack trays that have nuts and cheese. And since I'm only using paint and Mod Podge, I'm just going to put Mod Podge in one side and white paint in the other. So since I'm not going to get a whole palette out since I'm not using a bunch of colors tonight. And so anyway, yes, it does make sense. And she just walked in, she goes, I had no idea you've done this many projects. I've had no idea you painted this much. And I was like, okay, that makes sense, because when they cruise my business and I'm doing a live, they don't see any art behind me. They don't see anything. So yeah, that was she helped me out with that. So that was a good suggestion. I'm always up for good suggestions. So I've got the chalk paint, and this is pretty thick chalk paint. That Waverly is pretty thick. So I'm just gonna get it on there. Oh, I'll take you guys down, sorry. So I'm just gonna get it on there. It's not gonna take much. So what are you guys doing tonight? All the projects have been super cute as usual. Everybody's just really doing super cute things. So I've loved seeing I love to make cards. I love all things. I love to paint. So all of it's been super fun. And I'm just gonna, since that's not gonna be the picture that we have in there, so it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna kind of get this on here. And I do have a couple of napkin things I did for Easter that I can show you what happens when you put a color. While this is drying, I'll go get it in just a minute. I have napkins that were a white background, and I put blue behind one, changed the total look of the whole project, and the other one I left white. And they both have the same background on the napkin, so it gives you an idea of how the color behind it changes. So I'm just going to get this on there. I do love this chalk paint because it just goes on really fast, covers good, fast. You don't have to worry about a couple of coats as long as you get it on there. It's just covering really good. So I'm just getting it on there, slapping it on there, so to speak. That was sounded very Texan right there. Sometimes. I had a friend recently, she was like, where did that come from? She said, you sound like I said something, and it's something somebody from the North would say. She goes, you even lost your accent just for like one split second. I said, I don't know if that could happen, but okay. So I'm just going to get a really good coat real quick. And you guys, yesterday I could see in the camera better what I was missing. And you can always go back and you can paint the back if you want to. I did on my, well, no, I didn't paint the other one, because it wasn't painted. So these little dachshunds are getting all their faces covered up. These little frames for $1 at Dollar Tree, you guys, kids could paint these. It would be so cute to get your kids, grandkids to paint those. Kids could paint them for moms, and just really cute project. And they could just make them all kinds of colors. Kids don't get wound up like we do and wanting it to look a certain way. They just have fun and let go, and kind of like I'm doing right now, and it doesn't have to, like I said, it doesn't have to be super perfect, because you're about to put napkins all over this. You just kind of I kind of wanted to do this one since I showed you one without any paint behind it. I kind of wanted to, oh, that's so cute, Becky, with the sunflower napkin. Oh, I bet that's so cute. Yeah, napkins. I love napkins. Because I love to paint, and I love to paint anything I can paint. But I also love that you can take a napkin, and like I'm going to show you tonight in an hour what you can, and really when you're doing it and you're not explaining things, it's going to go way faster. And a lot of you already do napkin art. So it's something you can make a cute gift on the fly if you don't have, time to sit down and paint, or if you don't paint per se. It's just a cute way to get something cute made up for somebody really cute, fast. They can put it on their desk. This is almost done, you guys. I'm just going to go back. I see a couple of places where the wood, it's Dollar Tree, so there's a couple of places that I want to fill that wood in. The little places where it looks like it needs to. So I hope you guys have had a good day. The weekend's going so fast as always. I had lunch with some friends today, and it was nice getting out. And this week has been a lot of normal things for the first time in a long time. Texas has opened up, but it still doesn't feel back to total normal. But it's getting there. We went out to eat, and it was kind of nice just to be able to go somewhere and be with friends and laugh. And so what are you guys doing? We finally have some good weather today. Yesterday was kind of tricky in Texas, so it was kind of in and out. I did make it through the live with no electricity going out, so that was a good thing. That was a positive in the whole thing. Hey, my friend Melissa. Hey, girl. Miss you. Okay, so I am just going to let that dry real fast. It's already almost dry. The places over here are almost dry. I'm going to fix that real quick. Okay, I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to make sure I have all the places. Okay, looks good. So I'm going to let that dry. I'm actually going to put my brush in the water. I'm going to run real quick, and get the, okay, while we're letting that dry for a real quick second, these are the bunnies I did. The napkins were both white. I painted the background a light blue, and that changed the whole napkin. They were both white. And then this one, my friend has girl and boy twins. And so I actually have not gotten these to her, but she still wants them for spring. So I painted them for her house. Oh, hey, Kathy. Thank you. So these are really cute. But that goes to show you guys how the napkin, how it changes. Like just having a blue background, change that bunny. These are the same type of napkin with the same background. So that just kind of gives you an idea of how it changes it and how it makes it look totally. She thought it was, and they're not the same exact napkin, but they have the same colors, the same background. They're a white napkin. So this is a white napkin, then looks blue. Hi from Wisconsin. Hi, Kathy from Wisconsin. So this just kind of shows you guys how you can change it up. So when you're picking something to go behind it, like this napkin is a white napkin. So if you put a dark color behind it, it's gonna change it. But what I like to do is hold the paint up behind it, like you can't see it on camera. But I hold the bottle of paint like behind it so I can kind of get an idea of what it looks like. So I'm going to hit this with the heat gun real quick so we kind of know where we're at. I'll show you, girl. I'll get you hooked on napkins everywhere I go. And now my friends all know that I do napkin art. So now if they have a party, They always save me napkins. I've got napkins everywhere. I've got napkins everywhere. Because napkins just are so cute. And they, like Pioneer Woman has napkins, Easter napkins, flower napkins. I mean, I've got some of the cutest napkins. And so they're just really cute. And there's, you know, there's a club and membership for everything. So Miss Tracy, I know I'm giving her a shout out, but I really started doing a lot of napkins with her, and she has a napkin club. So yeah, there's a club for everything, girls. There's a club for everything. But I like to do a little bit of everything. I love jewelry making. I love napkin art. I love Bible journaling. I love doing artwork in my Bible. I love doing all things that. So I think we are almost dry. Yeah. So, so everything is just, so that chalk paint, it dries, yeah, it's, I thought that was dry. Let me fix that real quick. Everything else was dry below. Let me fix that real quick. Let me just fix that little mishap. And really, I'm going to fix that, but you're not going to see it much when we start getting the napkins on it. I'm just going to fix it. And because my brush was a little bit damp, it's just fixing that where I stuck my hand in it. So we're all good. Now I'm going to dry it real quick. Hi, Ann. Welcome. So you guys can go back and watch if you're just popping on, you watch the replay part where I show you all kinds of projects with napkins. So I'm going to just dry this really pretty good real fast before I stick my hand in something else. And you don't have to paint your frame. I showed you guys a frame where I didn't paint it and I just put the napkin on it. But like, there's just so many things. I had a napkin actually with the leopard print that matched my shirt. I thought, okay, that might be a little bit over the top. Linda, that is a perfect, I know. I wish we had a club that would come cook for us while we create. That, you know what? Like someone would really make out on that because several of the ladies in several of my groups were like, I haven't cooked like in 3 days or, you know, whatever. And I think that would be a good club for sure. I do love to cook, but not more than I love to paint and craft. So, but the good news is my husband loves to cook. So that is the good news on that. Okay, so I've already told you guys how to take the plies off. Sometimes they can be 1 ply, 2 ply, whatever. So I think I have all of them off. I want to make sure because it can make a mess if you don't get them. So what I'm going to do is you can kind of decide like this is going to, I'm going to put some probably right here. You can kind of look at your napkin and you can cut around them, fussy cut. Some people call it fussy cutting. You can trim around. And what I think I'm going to do on this one is I'm just going to cut the napkin in half because I'm probably going to use one whole side. So I'm going to cut that in half really quick. Oh, sorry. Didn't know y'all couldn't see that. I'm going to cut that in half. And we're not going to, I'm looking at the clock so I don't go over. So I'm going to put that right there. And what I'm going to do is kind of look up here and kind of see how I want, these. So, because you can always, how do I want to do this? Now this scalloped is going to be cute, but it's also going to be a little tricky. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to cut around this. Now we might make a boo-boo or two, but we can always fix it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut around, maybe go like this And I'm going to go down below. Oh, sorry. I'm off the camera. I'm so sorry, you guys. So I'm going to go right here, and I'm just going to kind of go right in here like this. And we're going to see what this looks like maybe right here. So you can just kind of lay it different places. What I might do is, because you can cut them, I may cut this. Okay, so I may cut this a little bit more, maybe fussy cut this a little bit more, because what's going to happen is when you put this napkin on, the background's going to disappear. It's going to disappear, and especially since we used white chalk paint, it's going to really disappear into the wood. So I'm going to cut it a little bit more here, and I think that'll give me a better idea where I want to lay this. And mostly the time-consuming thing is going to be kind of the placement. And then once you get the Mod Podge on, then you can Mod Podge over it. Let me see how that's going to look. And what I may do is you can lay it, and then if you go over the side, you can just use a sand block and just get the excess off. And what I may do is I'm going to do right here is I'm going to cut some little pieces out. And then we can always use those pieces elsewhere. So like right here, I may, well, this might be trickier. Okay, what I may do is I'm going to put this right here. I'm just going to lay that there for right now. And then I'm going to take some more, I'm going to take some more flowers, and I may put, okay, so I may cut this one right here. And we've still got the other half of the napkin, so never fear if you think you're not going to have enough. There's still going to be some more, there's still going to be some more over here. Tracy, I think we could all go for that. I think we could all go for a club where they come in and cook dinner and we could craft. Too bad we don't all live closer. We could use the same person come in, cook, and we could craft. Okay, so I'm just going to fussy cut around these just a little bit more. Because that way, I mean, it's going to not matter exactly how they're cut anyway, because like I said, it's going to go into it's going to disappear as you, and so I'm going to cut that piece. Oh, I keep going out of the, okay, so this one I think could go right. And what you could always do is place them, like I said, where you want them. Like I want that tulip in there. So what you could do is just kind of, yeah, so you could just lay that one right there. And whatever's hanging off. And then I think, and you know, even right here, like if I wanted to put, let's say I wanted to put some of this greenery with some of the tulips down here. I know y'all are probably like, oh, what is she doing? But the thing about it is I've got another half over there, so don't forget. I can go back and like I can put some down here. And I think I could. let me see. You could kind of just mix it in. You know what? We're going to just see what it looks like. We're going to go for it. Let me see what these might look like up here. And most everything I have like several of, but like I said, we have another half that we've got over there in case we do something tricky or crazy and we're not liking it. We still have more. And so I'm just going to trim this a little bit more right here. Are y'all hanging with me? It's not going to take, the placement is really what's going to take the longest, honestly, because you're trying to figure out what you want your frame to look like, what you want, you know, that to look like, or, you know, and some napkins are going to be easier than others. I probably did pick one that's a little tricky with all these tulips, but I do love it. So it's just whatever you like and however you want it to look like. And let me see what this looks like down here. No, I actually still like this here. So I'm gonna do that there. And you can overlap, you guys. You don't have to do it any which way, just whatever you want to do it. And like this one right here, I'm going to maybe cut this one. I think I'm going to do this right here. It's crazy because I haven't done this one yet, so it's all doing it with you guys. Just and you can overlap if you want. You can do it however you want. And however, you know, however you guys... Hi, Lisa! So I'm just gonna see what... I do want to kind of trim that down and kind of make it round right there. Not that it's really going to matter. And I think I'm going to trim that off. See, it's just kind of you kind of have to just, it takes a little bit of time the time is just you figuring out where you actually want it. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to... Ooh, I think I kind of like that, right? The good news is you can layer, so that's the good news. Now, I probably want, let me see. Might do that there, and then, let me see. Okay, I might just do, that'll go there. Okay, so really, you guys, this is the trickiest part, but like you can see, it's not going to, I gotta get moving here in a minute. So I think I'm just gonna do it like that, like this, and then I'm going to put something up there. Or you could leave the top, like if you wanted to put words up there. So you could, honestly, you could do that as well. I'm gonna see. And then always, always, always keep your scraps. And, okay, so I think what I might do is, I'm gonna go ahead and start placing these. And I'm going to pour a little bit of Mod Podge so we can get moving. Hi, Sue. Welcome. Thanks for jumping on. I got to get snapping. I'm kind of not moving fast today. I'm going to get a little Mod Podge. And then we'll get that going. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe my hands first before I get Mod Podge everywhere. So I'm going to take it off how I have it laying so I'll kind of know what I'm doing. Uh-oh, don't want it to start sticking yet. So I'm going to lay that there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this piece first. And I really need to make sure okay, it seems like, oh, see, this is a good point, you guys. I thought I had all the plies off. I thought it was a 2-ply, and it's not. So looky here. If I had put that down, the bottom layer is going to stick. My top layer is not. So always make sure that you guys check that. I thought that I had all the plies. I thought it was a 2-ply. It's a 3-ply napkin. So make sure that you check that out. So now, I know that doesn't seem very good. It's like the lick and stick Methodist, so to speak. But I've got to get those plies off of there because it will make a mess. And it would have been easier. I kept trying when it was on the, I kept trying when it was all together, and I thought I had them all. So you have to make sure, and I really did not incorporate for time-wise for this to be so tricky. Okay. And sometimes when you're cutting them, that will help you see the plies, but it's just not coming apart. Oh, goodness. Goodness. Well, we're going to go ahead and stick this one down because we got to get cracking. So sorry about that, you guys. I was not anticipating that happening. So we're just going to put a little Mod Podge, and then we're going to lay this down. And you can tap it, and then I'm going to get my little chip brush, and I'm just going to kind of lay it down. And just kind of get it on there, and it doesn't matter if it's a little wrinkly. It's all right. It's going to make it have a little texture. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that other. Okay, so I'm going to do that, get that down. Okay, that looks good. Now I've got to figure out how to get these off of here. Usually they really don't. I do not know. Well, we may have to cut up our another napkin because I really need to get moving. Sorry about that. I do not know. Well, I know what I can do. When all else fails, oh, I thought that would work. I do not know why that is not coming apart. Oh, here we go. Oh my. And now it tore my napkin, but we're going to get it. That's all right. We're just going to keep on moving. This napkin is not wanting to come apart. Okay, but it will, if you do not get the plaza part, you guys, it's going to start absorbing. And so I'm just going to trim that little part off that's torn. And I'm going to put some more Mod Podge over here. And I'm just going to put this on here, like, make sure I have some Mod Podge. I'm so sorry, you guys. That's just, I guess sometimes just crafting, there's just some things that just take place. And I'm just going to lay that down. And this may be a disaster. I don't know. Let's hope not. Let's just hope it's not. And I'm just going to lay that down. And we're just going to get it, we're going to pounce it with the chip brush and get it on there. Make sure we have enough Mod Podge. It's going to look cute. I think it's going to, if we can just get these apart without, I'm going to see if I can cut this and maybe it will come. And you guys, I am not looking at comments much because I'm going to try to get this done. Oh, you're right. Let me do that. Let me just grab. That is a good idea. Thank you. Well, now if I can just find my tape, that would be good news. I'm just having, oh, I know where it's at. Let me grab it. It's a hot mess today. Hot mess, hot mess. I'm going to try a piece of tape because that just might do it. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Debbie. I think it was Debbie that said that. Maybe it was, yeah. That is helping. It's tearing my, I think I did it probably wrong, but it did help. Oh, thank you, thank you. Thank you for all the fellow crafters that are going to make this happen tonight. Okay, so I don't want that to cover up that, so I may just, I'm going to put this, I'm going to put that right there. So let me put some Mod Podge. And we're going to give it a whirl. We're going to try to make this by 6 o'clock. Who thinks I can do it? We're just going to do it. We are going to do it. We are going to do it. And then I'm going to pounce it. Just gently so you don't tear it. Well, I'm pouncing kind of hard, but I'm going to put some right here. I didn't get any right here, so I'm going to put some down here. Oops. Yeah, see if you don't, and it's very important to get all the plies off because you guys, napkins are made to absorb. That's their job. So they will, the bottom layer will stick and your napkin will come right up. That's what I was trying to do a while ago. Okay, so far, this is what we've got done so far. And it's looking super duper cute. And you could do other colors, whatever. Just remember to put your color behind it. And let me try. Let me try getting this one. Well, this napkin's giving me fits tonight. Okay, here we go. You have to be gentle or it will tear, and I'm kind of trying to get in a hurry, so I need to slow down just a tad so I don't make a mess. But I don't want to run over in time. So let me get some more Mod Podge and get this side. And whenever, if I need to stop because of time, I will post the finish because I don't want to infringe on anybody else's time. I want to be respectful of their time that they have. So I'm just going to put this. Speaking of dinner, I think it sounds like my husband is fixing his own dinner in the kitchen. I hear all kinds of things going on. He probably thought that's the only way he's getting dinner tonight, probably. Okay, so I'm going to pounce this. And if it's a little wrinkly, it just gives it a little texture. I don't worry about it too much. We're going to go back over it and put some Mod Podge over the top of it here in a sec. And then we're going to go around the edge and this didn't have some Mod Podge. Well, I'm just going to, I think it's on there. Okay, so, okay, see, it doesn't have any underneath it, so you got to make sure that it has some underneath. And if it doesn't have any, you guys, like right here, I don't have any on this edge, so I'm going to have to put some underneath there. Okay, so we're going to leave that for a minute. And now we're going to, let me see I think one more right here. We're going to do one more. Where'd my tape go? Thank you, Debbie, for the idea of the tape. Yes, it just adds a little something. This napkin's been tricky. They're usually, honestly, you guys, they're usually never this hard to get apart. Usually when you start fussy cutting them, the plies just come off. But this, I must say, is a better napkin than some because this one is not one to come apart. It would be probably an absorbent. That came, I'm going to keep the paint idea, the tape idea. So I'm going to put this on here, and I'm going to maybe place it right here, and I'm going to, now this one did not disappear as much as sometimes they do, so you could have fussy cut more since the green, but the white part is disappearing, so that's good. So, okay, I'm loving it. So see how cute that is? And you could put someone's name up here, put mom or grandma or whoever. It would be super cute. Or to put a name. But since this is kind of, we're doing Mother's Day, we could just put mom in paint pen, really cute color, like, paint pen. And so what I might want to do is right here, I kind of want something, you know what I might do is just, let me see if we want to put something right there. I think I'm just going to leave it be and get the other coats of Mod Podge. You could put you could put some more up here. I don't know. I really like that too. So, you know what I think I may do? I'm going to see what happens because we've got 10 minutes. I think I can do it. I'm not going to be able to not fussy, but I was going to kind of add paint pens and stuff. So I may just do that after. And then I can post the picture for you guys. Because I was going to do a little bit of pen work, and kind of finish it out, but that's fine. I wasn't allowing for the mishap with the napkin. I really thought I had it already torn apart with no plies left, but that's not how it happened, and that's all right. I'm gonna see, I might just cut this one. And always save your scraps because you can use them for other things, you guys. So I always save my scraps in a baggie that I might use, like that tulip. That would even be cute right there. I'm going to see what this looks like. And then we're going to have to get the second coat of Mod Podge so I can get y'all on out of here to the next. Deb, I'm sure, has something super cute to do with you guys here in just a moment. Oh, sorry. So I'm going to see if I like this here. You know, I just don't know if I'm wanting... I think I'm going to put that one right there. I think I'm just going to, and then I'm just going to finish it out. I'm going to fix that right there. Then I'm going to lay this kind of catty-cornered. And it'll let you slide it somewhat. So if you want to kind of put it in place. And I'm going to, I need a little bit on the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to stick that in the water. I'm going to pounce. Oh, I probably needed that, but, okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and put the second coat of Mod Podge on. Sorry, you guys, kind of haphazard here tonight. Making a mess over here. Okay, so I'm going to make sure this is all down. Thanks for hanging with me. Thanks for being such great people to hang out with all the napkin mishaps. So now I'm just gonna get some more Mod Podge gently, and I'm probably just gonna cover the whole pretty much. And it's probably gonna have to, I'll let it start drying on its own. I might speed it up a little. We've still got about 6 minutes. So I'm keeping track over here. And I will post a picture here in a little while, you guys, of it finished up. And you can just cover the whole thing. And you can add things. You could add, you know, you could add little embellishments on here if you had some little flowers. You could add a little 3D, like if you had some little tulips, or you could just, there's so many things you can do with it. So many things that you can do with it to embellish it and just make it really super cute. This is $1 frame, you guys, $1 frame from Dollar Tree. So it's just something that you can make really cute. Moms would love it. Grandmas would love it. All kinds of things. Now, I probably, if I was going to do it again, maybe make that grass the whole width. That would probably drive me crazy normally, but I'm not going to let it, drive me crazy tonight. So I'm just going to, kind of get that down, make sure it's all nice and now I think I got that. Yeah, I was afraid I didn't take that bottom part off of that. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is on this part, I'm going to speed this up with the dryer just a little, so I can show you this part real quick. I'm going to dry it really quick. Any questions? And if you guys watch the replay and have any questions, just pop them in the comments, and I'll be glad to go back and answer. Sometimes it's kind of hard to answer and try to, especially since I'm kind of running close. I'm running close. So, but I'm going to show you real quick how you take the edges off. And when the Mod Podge dries, it's looking really pretty. And you could go back and put some Wink Stella, which is a kind of a pen with glitter, or, well, not glitter, but sparkly. You can make those flowers have a little sparkle to them. I'm a sparkle girl, so I want things to sparkle and shine. So I think this is pretty dry for what I'm going to do. I'm going to be careful touching it just so I don't peel anything off or anything like that. So I'm going to show you guys. We made a frame with a napkin. You guys can do, you could do it however you wanted to. You could put a name. Hi, Dina. You could just do whatever. This is a Dollar Tree frame, you guys. All we did was paint it and put a napkin on it. You can do so many things. So I'm going to show you guys the, holy cow, is everything just out of whack? Okay, this is a sanding block, and it's seen some better days. But all I'm going to do is go right here, and I'm going to show you guys how you can, if you do this, and if you get it on the rough part, and you can go back, and if it messes, oh, okay, that was still wet. Okay, so it will take this off. Of course, it's not working tonight because for some reason, things are just not going as easy as they normally do. Usually this just comes right off, and it kind of, and you could even take that, you could even, you could take it and usually it just comes right off just like that. Tonight it's not so much, but see, it's off of the edge now. And if it took any of your paint off, which it didn't, it didn't take any of the paint off, so I'm gonna go right here and I'm gonna take the edge right here and I'm gonna just do it like that. It just cleans up your edges. And then I'm gonna go over here and do the same thing because I have these right here. And we've got 1 more minute, and I'm sorry you guys that we didn't finish up in time, but thanks so much for joining me. And Shelly, thank you so much for having me. And I will see you guys tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. And see how I'm just going back and forth, and it just takes it right off of there on that edge. See, it just comes right off. Just normally comes right off really easy. And so, okay, so I want to show you how the edges look. See how the edges look? They're getting really, I just have that one little piece right there to take off. But, and see how cute it looks? And I'll finish it out and I will post it. Thank you, Marty. I will, you know what? I will post a little part 2, you guys, and I'll see if I can post it in here with the paint pen and how I do the paint pen. I don't want to run over into Deb's time, but I will post a little, and maybe over in my page, if you guys go over to the Painted Roadrunner, I can do a little live where I finish up the pen work and you guys can watch it because I want you to see how cute it ends up being. But thanks so much for joining me. I'm sorry it was a little, well, it just goes to show you in the crafting world, things happen. It just does. And so just have to roll with it. And so I will go do this here in a little bit. I will do it on my, I will do it on, no, Deb, that's okay. I don't want to run over in your time because I'm really going to have to let this dry a little bit before I go to doing the pin on it. But I'll do it here in a little bit and post the live. It'll be replay on my page. and you guys can see the finished result. And I will also put the picture here in this group. I so appreciate you guys being so kind. And thank you, Deb, but I want to see your great project. And so I will go over, oh, they will too. Stay for yours, Deb. Okay, I'm not going to do the live for the finish until after the girls are done tonight. So you guys will have to watch it later on, or I'll do the live. Actually, I might even do the live later tonight. And if y'all are up, y'all can stick it out. But Deb is next, and I want you guys to stay and stick around and watch her, because her craft last night was super adorable. So I'm not going to shoot my live until you guys are through tonight, because I want you guys to stick around and see what she has for you guys. Thanks again for jumping on. Follow me over at the Painted Roadrunner if you want to see what all's going on over there. And I so appreciate, well, I could have come back up. Hello. But anyway, thanks so much for joining me tonight. I really appreciate you sticking it out with me. And I will post that later after you guys have seen all the other cute projects for tonight, because I know there's just more cute stuff coming up. So thanks again, you guys. Have a great night. Bye-bye.